Hey everyone, I'm Nick and welcome to the channel. Today we're checking out the XPMOBQ A301, which is a universal screen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And this one also has a dash cam. So this kind of screen is super convenient if your car's original radio doesn't have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, so it's a nice upgrade. And since this one also adds a dash cam, you get a bunch of upgrades all in one device. So let's check it out. So when we open it, we have our screen right here, which is a 9-inch screen. It's a nice size. And on the back, we have the dash cam, which has a pivot, which is nice. And right here we have the plugs. We have a USB-C port, video input for a rear camera, micro SD card slot, and an aux output. Up top we have a power button and what looks like a microphone. Let's see what else is included. We have a few things included in here. We've got our 12-volt adapter here, which looks like it has a really nice length, and a right angle USB-C plug to deliver power to the screen. We've got a microfiber cloth, so once you install it, you'll be all set. That's nice. We've got a rear camera. This has a lot of length, so you're gonna be able to run it from the screen all the way to the back to the windshield, or even outside if you really want to. See, there's a lot of length, but at the end right here, there's actually a connector. So if you do want to put it on the outside of your car near your license plate, for example, you only have to drill a small hole. We also have a trim tool to tuck away your camera wiring or power wiring, an aux cable. If your car has an aux input, you can just output from the screen into your car with this. An adhesive pad here that goes with this mount, so it's a spare. We have an adhesive included here, and some cable holders. So if you're routing cables on one of the windows, like maybe at the rear, you can use these to tuck the backup camera wire out of the way. We also have two mounts. One that's more permanent with an adhesive, or there are holes for screws if you want to go that route. So this one would mount on your dash, and this one could mount on your dash or your windshield. So this is one of those sticky suction cup mounts, which has adjustability in both directions here, and an extendable arm. I'm going to be using this one for today's test. And this snaps in with this type of mount here. So you just pop it into these slots and slide it up, and it locks in. Then you can tighten the ball mount, make any adjustments, and there you go. We also have a 64 gig micro SD card and a mounting adhesive for the backup camera and some screws, so you have two options. As nice as it's included, I'll just pop it in right now. There we go, micro SD card slide is in. And last but not least, a manual. It covers how to wire it up, how to run the cameras, the interface, and then it's in multiple languages as well. So now that we've checked out everything that's included, let's go test this out in a car. Okay, we are in my 2007 Range Rover that I rebuilt on the channel, and we're gonna mount the screen here. Let me just plug in all of my cables first. 12 volt, got my aux output, backup camera too. And of course, for a more permanent install, you would tuck your cables out of the way. All right, then we can plug in our power cable, and we should be booting in. So we're in English. Check, okay. So right here we have a preview of the view from the camera. So you can adjust it, you can pivot it a bit. Obviously it's going to depend on how you mount the screen, but that looks pretty good right there. And let's take a quick tour. Audio output, and we're going to use aux, but there's also Bluetooth audio and FM. So in Bluetooth audio, you would connect your phone to your car's built-in Bluetooth, and for FM, you would tune your radio to the same channel here. So for example here, 97.9. I've got that matching here and here, and I'll have the audio output there. We'll switch between aux and FM to test it out, and speaker, once we're playing music with CarPlay or Android Auto. All right, so that's the basic audio output. The first thing we're gonna do is connect to Android Auto. So switch to Android Auto mode. We're gonna find X76ED2 in our Bluetooth devices. Hit pair, we'll pair it. We're gonna allow it to connect to Android Auto. And And we're in. So in Android Auto, we have access to all our compatible apps that are installed on our phone. And then the button right here is a shortcut to go to Home, Volume, which you can change the volume output of aux mode, the brightness of the screen, and switch to the camera. And this is the rear camera, which is also on. So there we go. And we'll go into the details on that a little later. You can actually have a split screen and just toggle through them. And then we have a shortcut to go back home. Let's play a little bit of music. Let me find a song we can play. So right now I'm playing through aux. It's nice and responsive. Now let's switch our audio output to FM. And now we're playing over the radio on the car speakers, so that's really nice. And now we're playing on the onboard speakers. And back to aux. So that works really well. Once it's all set up and you turn the car off and back on, it'll auto connect to your phone again, which is very convenient. So you don't even have to take your phone out of your pocket when you get in your car to have it connect. All right. Now for Apple CarPlay, it's the same thing. You find the device in your Bluetooth settings, you pair it, and there we go, we're connected to Apple CarPlay. So same thing as in Android Auto, all your compatible apps that are installed on your phone will show up here. So for me, Spotify, Google Maps, Pocket Casts. So it's very convenient. And you can also switch back to home very easily. And the same shortcuts are here. All right, so that's Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So they work really well. They're both really responsive. And the screen's nice and clear. Now let's take a look at the Dashcam. As you saw when we did the shortcut to the Dashcam from Android Auto, you can toggle between the different cameras. And you can see right here, this is the orientation. It would be right side up. Peel this off, it will look nicer. Here we go. You can actually just tap it here if you want. We've got lock to lock a clip. We've got this button to take a snapshot, and this to go to our playback. We've got some different clips here. You can actually play them back in here. And there when I was moving the car around. We can also go to the rear camera. Now let's go into settings. You can look at our resolution when we're filming, 2.5K, 1080p, and 4K. We can change our loop recording setting. Right now it's recording clips in 1 minute increments, and that way if the SD card fills up, it will delete the oldest ones and just keep recording. And that way you don't have huge files or you don't lose anything. You can also do 3 minutes and 5 minutes, but we'll leave it at 1 minute for now. You can have it choose to record the microphone audio or not. I'm going to leave it on. We can mirror the rear view. So now when we go here, it's mirrored. You'll have to use that based on your preference. Screensaver, you can have it on or off. Driving position, this is useful for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay if you're on a right-hand drive car or left-hand drive car. You can add parking lines in the reverse view, and that's specifically for when you have it toggle on or off with the wire that's included. So one of the options you have is to wire up this red wire to your reverse light, and that way it'll automatically turn on the rear camera when you put the car into reverse. Language options, time settings, clear connections, touch tone if you want it to beep when you tap things. You can format the SD card, restore settings, and check your version. So really straightforward in the settings, very easy to use. Now playback here is to play back the files you have. You can also look at images. I took a screen cap earlier. And your locked video clips, and that's everything. So overall, really straightforward to use. The image quality on the camera looks good. So, yeah. And that button will switch you back into your CarPlay or Android Auto, whichever one's connected. And you can turn the screen off. So once this is installed, you get the peace of mind of a dash cam with front and rear if you install the rear camera. You even get the backup camera if you wire it up with the power wire, the trigger wire to your reverse brake light. And you get the modern features of Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And you can use it in any car. Before we wrap up, here's some dash cam footage. I didn't set up the best angle for the rear camera, but it was still pretty clear. So that's the XPMOBQ A301. The 9-inch screen with wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay is really nice. It adds a lot of convenience to your car, and the built-in dash cam adds some extra peace of mind because you never know what's going to happen on the road. I want to say a big thank you to XPMOBQ for sending me this to review, and if you want to get one for yourself, I'll leave a link in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, or you want to watch me work on cars, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.